I would probably start with him. Kawhi Leonard wouldn't be too bad. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is starting to relish defending as much as he does wrecking the rim on his drives.
Interesting. All three of those guys you mentioned, all taller, and some more so than the others. I mean, it's a lot of length.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially George and the Greek Freak.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Nice job that time by Caldwell Pope, getting it to the right man. Superb at sharing the rock with his teammate.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Westbrook missing again. Lakers trail by 3. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. Got that one up quick. LeBron's got 8 points.
Over the years, his catch-and-shoot jumper has gotten so much better. You can tell LeBron's really worked on that part of his game.
Gordon. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
James Harden. He's checked in for the Rockets. A go-to scores mentality for Kyle Kuzma. Clark, he's got a wide array of shots at his disposal.
Well, I don't know if there's a more versatile scorer as a young player in the league than Kuzma. He's got the turnaround jumper, the sky hook, step backs, drives it aggressively. Boy, he has got a lot in that book bag of his.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now the pass to James. And another basket for the Lakers.
James clearly one of the best offensive talents of all time in the NBA. A special scorer with what seems to be a limitless arsenal.
Westbrook dishes to Tucker. Harden against Caldwell Pope. 20 feet out. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Here's LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Daniels, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And here's Rondo. Can't hit from in close.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 2 rebounds. And that's
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Westbrook drives in, and he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 9.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Davis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. LeBron James on the wing over Gordon. The shot by LeBron, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
He gets it in there. 18 points for James Harden.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Houston. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. Los Angeles with another miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Well, it's no secret that the Rockets are looking to take threes as often as possible. Over 45 a game last year.
Well, you think about the Rockets, and clearly they're the forerunners of the analytics application in how they play. Well over half their shots last season from three-point range broke their own record last year in three-point attempts. Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Now here's Rivers. Tight defense on him. Fades away. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from James Harden.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast, which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. He got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Avery Bradley. He's checked in for Green. And it's Troy Daniels in for Quinn Cook. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. The shot from the low post is good. James has got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. Now a timeout called by Houston. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Daniel House has checked in for the Rockets. Bradley against Harden, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And it's almost impossible to stay down on Harden's shot fake. I mean, he's effective at getting defenders in the air, and when that happens, you're at his mercy.
Harden hits them both.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
To the inside, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with his streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Here's Harden. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The shot, no good. Bradley with some nice D. Pass to Daniel. Nailed from three-point land. Daniels has got 5.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Wide open. It's rebounded by Houston.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Rivers passes to Capella. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blockers.
And LeBron throws it down.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Here's Rivers, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looks like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Contavious Caldwell Pope comes in for Bradley. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Daniel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
The Lakers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Westbrook against Green. And that one, good. 14 points for Russell Westbrook.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 16. We've got more in store for you right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Lakers leading by 16. Davis and Cousins down low at the 4 and the 5. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's James in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. So it's the Lakers now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Cousins has gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. And it's Cousins with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on what
big conference rivalry tonight, Chris.